There's so many things that people don't tell you when you start parenting in your 40s and up that just go unnoticed until it's too late. For those of you who know me already, you know I got two sets of kids. I have my 4 adult children who don't live at home. They range from the ages of 21 to 32. Then I have my 2 under 10 that live at home with me. Then I have my 2 grandchildren who are older than my 2 youngest kids. Yeah. Some of the things that have caught me off guard is, one, the world that I raised my first 4 kids in no longer exists. Therefore, I couldn't raise my second 2 kids in the same way or the same fashion as the first 4. But I also was a single parent with my first 4, and I wasn't with my last 2. Their father is here, active, best dad ever. Seriously, something that my 4 kids missed out on, and that leaves a lot of regret in my heart, low key. But being that their father was there and very active, and I had already raised kids, I was like, look, I'm going to co-parent with you. You do your thing, sir. I'm just going to assist you in these plays. That was my mindset. That worked well at first for our son, but then when our surprise daughter came, all hell broke loose. Dude, I was fucking a geriatric pregnancy in my 40s having a kid that I wasn't supposed to have because I had got my fucking tubes tied. Then she came early and was a fucking preemie, thus turning my life upside down. My other 4, when they got in trouble, yeah, I beat their asses. Like, they were highly, heavily disciplined children. Some might even call it borderline abuse, but I didn't give a fuck. I was in their asses because I was a single mom. I was mom and dad and working full time, sometimes 2 jobs. They were going to do what the fuck I told them to do when I told them to do it. But these 2 of them, nope, went a different route. Tried to go the gentle parenting route. Wanted to talk them through their feelings and their emotions. I wanted to explain to them why I want you to go clean up your room. The fuck I do that for? Now they think I owe them an explanation for everything, and it just don't work that way. It just don't. So between the electronics that my other kids had, but they really didn't have and weren't codependent on, trying to help me raise my children, I was not emotionally, mentally stable enough to raise these kids. Like, I know this now to be a fact. Because, baby, we all crazy up in this motherfucker right now. But I will say, I was a lot lax. I did use my voice more, and I used my words more. And I think that was a mistake in some ways because my first 4 at the age of these 2, none of them act the way these 2 act. These 2 are very much so going against the grain and want to give you some pushback just a little bit. But my first 4, even as adults, they don't cuss in front of me. They don't drink in front of me. They have the utmost. They don't do none of that, okay? None of that. They're very respectable kids, and they're very well-mannered, too. So that makes me think that maybe I should have just beat the shit out of these kids, too. Beat their asses when I beat my other kids' asses, right? Because it worked for them. But there's some good too, though. You know, they keep me young. My 7-year-old, she still co-sleeps with me. She literally has to sleep with me every night, and I love that so much for us. But some people might call it unhealthy, but me knowing how quick they grow up and me knowing that I'm going to wake up one day and they are not going to be here. They're going to be out living their own lives. I am learning to take in as many of these little moments as I possibly can. Even from her waking up in the middle of the night just to readjust so she can be laying directly on my chest. Those are the things that I am holding on to and I am thanking God for right now. Because I don't even remember all of those things with my first 4, with my first daughter, because she was always in her own room. I was always raising them to be independent. And I don't really have those memories with her like I do this child. And my boys, oh my God, my first 3 boys, they love their mama. Baby, they're not playing about their mama. They going to war about their mama. But this one right here, now, he gonna take care of me after he take care of his dad. He's his father's son. And that gets on my nerves and it irritates me because I'm not used to that. I'm used to my boys just, mommy, 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 you know? I'm not used to somebody consulting their father first. Like, no. Nevertheless, it works. It's just a whole totally different ball game, though. And I feel like I am ruining these 2 kids because I'm not teaching them hard work, They don't really have to struggle. They've never had to struggle for anything. They never had to want for anything. As opposed to my first four. They pretty much had to raise themselves half the time because I was at work all of the time. If they weren't at work with me, I was at work. They had to depend on my oldest son to do a lot for them when they got home from school because I was either at work or on my way to work. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, these kids, they've always had a parent at home all day, no matter what. They have never, ever, ever had to go to daycare. We have always made it to where somebody was at home with these kids. And they're missing out on a lot. But at the same time, they're so codependent on us. It's just like, oh my God. But I think the main thing for me is just the energy overall. I'm not chasing your ass down the street because you run from me. I'll see you when you get back, okay? Because I'm too old for that. My back hurt, my legs hurt, my knees hurt, everything just hurt. I'm not arguing with you. I'm not chasing you. I'm not even barely able to run and keep up with you at the playground. You can barely get a couple pushes out of the swing for me before I can't even fucking breathe, okay? So geriatric pregnancies and geriatric parents, it just, no, it just wasn't a good idea, but they here now. We got to make the best of it, I guess. I don't know, y'all. But I am open to tips and tricks on how to get through this. Because I got a good, 11 years before I'm an empty nester? 11 fucking years. Do y'all know I would have no kids at home right now if I wouldn't have started over having kids? I would be like, I don't even want to think about what life would be like for me because it might be depressing knowing that I had no kids at home. And now I'm stuck in the house starting all over again with 11 more years to go. Oh my God.